no volume. Okay, there we go. I've been talking for 3 minutes. Silent movie. Everything I just said was awesome. Sorry, guys. I'm talking for 3 minutes, man. And I saw my mic blinking. I'm like, oh, it's off. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. I did a crypto Kirby impersonation. I did a crypto Jeb impersonation. Oh, man. All right. We got good volume. We got good video. All right, guys. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. I didn't get a nap this afternoon, guys. I did not get a nap. I'm going to do my best to keep some energy flowing. We're looking for a correction here in the near term, guys. I think we're in the middle of it. Most likely we're heading down. I don't think we're ready for another long quite yet. I think we bounced off of a key area. In Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm going to show you a couple of Elliott wave counts that are both saying we need a correction, and I think we're going to get it now. That's my take on it. As always, guys, let me just say, and you trolls, those of you that enjoy people being wrong, I might be wrong. So get ready to say, man, he's always wrong. Every time I watch him, he's wrong. It's just not the case. People that say that usually are the ones who don't actually watch the videos. They just read the titles. They read titles. And guys, sometimes we just got to, in order to satisfy the YouTube algorithm and get a little clickbait, we got to get a little clickbaity in our videos. But I usually offer what the video is talking about. So anyway, looking for a pretty big move coming. I'm personally looking for a correction. All right, woo-wee. Gotta stop yawning. All right. Whoa, Nelly. I think it's when I'm expending a lot of oxygen, guys. The yawn is calling for oxygen because I've been kind of chilling this afternoon. It's a lazy day, man. It's it's been 20, 30 degrees today outside, and so it's been kind of warmer than normal. Yeah, it's warmer. And then we got snow on the ground. It's just been kind of one of those days, and I really didn't get in a Sunday afternoon nap. So anyway. Anyway, hey guys, just want to let you know that if you put in chart requests, I will ignore them right now. No chart requests right now. What we're going to do, here's the order. Here's what's on the agenda for Sunday Night Live. We're going to look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'll take a peek at Litecoin. We'll take a look at ADA, okay? And once we look at those four guys, those are going to be the majors that I'm looking at, and give the analysis for those. Once we get through Bitcoin and Ethereum, we'll go pretty quick through Link and ADA. Then we're gonna look at the requests. So guys, we will let you know that those requests can come in after that. So with that being said, we're gonna jump into the charts, and I'll just do my very best to help you see what I'm seeing in the charts. Okay. All right. Let's start with Bitcoin since that is Mama, and let's see what's going on. We're gonna start out. Start out on the 3-day chart, guys, and work our way in. I'm going to go as fast as I can. Oh, man. I need coffee. Hold on one second, guys. I'm asking my wife for some coffee. So, what is that?
She wanted to make brownies for her grandkids, so she used the corn. Like loaf pan. Do you see what they look like?
They look like little turds.
She said nobody believes it.
Okay, so my wife just showed me a YouTube post. Facebook post of somebody that used a corn loaf bread pan to make brownies in, and when they were done, they looked like little blobs of dookie. Nobody's gonna eat them. All right. Anyway. All right. Okay, my wife's on the coffee. Let's go see what's going on. All right. Woo. All right. I'm going to go pretty fast through the TA, guys. Let's start out with just some anecdotal stuff here. First off, when we look at this wave and how straight up it goes, whenever Bitcoin goes straight in a straight line like that, guys, it comes down in a straight line. So you got to understand that this kind of wave is setting up. It's going to happen sooner than later, most likely. People that say it can't, it's never going to hit 20K again, and we've gone out of that world, and we're never going to go down to 20K. Just don't understand Bitcoin at all. And I just wouldn't. I guess let me just say this: I wouldn't have that kind of a definitive idea. If that's your belief system, say I would always just sprinkle it with a little "I don't know, I could be wrong" kind of attitude. Because basically, here's the top of our last high here. We've broken through it, but guys, we have not retested it in any way. Normal pattern for the market is to retest previous tops, a reversion back to the mean. Let me just kind of show you the last run up, and show you how the price moves, and just show you what we should be expecting out of this price as well. So anyway, let's go back. I'm going to go back to right here. It'll be fine. All right, so this was the run up for 2017, and I'll just start marking key areas on the chart. So I'm going to mark the top of these waves right here first. There's the first line right there. So we broke through that area right there, and once we broke through it, we had a 3-wave correction back to retest it. That's the way the market moves. Okay, then we're going to mark the top of the next wave. Look at that. We broke through that level, and boom, we got a 3-wave back. We retested it again. Okay, let's mark the next top of the next wave. Boom, we broke out. We came in, almost touched it, retested it at least pretty close to it, and then the market flew for its final hurrah there on the 3-day chart. Okay, and if I got on the smaller time frame, maybe the 12-hour, let's see, you'd probably see some other jogs in the road. Yeah, let's look at the other jogs in the road. Top of this wave right here, boom, right there. We broke through that area, and this wave came back to it. Okay, let's mark the top of that wave. Okay, and then once we started breaking away and not retesting, it wasn't very long until we came down. In other words, the big correction came. We had a nice big straight up kind of several days in a row. Boom, 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 boom. A final hurrah, so to speak, guys. And then basically what happened is we had a 3-wave correction back to the level. Except this continued with a 3-wave up, and then it made a larger correction. Okay. So this itself was a large 3-wave correction. That was the way the market moved 2017. That's the way the market functions. That's the way waves happen. If you look at that, we call it support and resistance or whatever you want to call it. That's the way the market moves. Now, with that understood, you got to know, guys, you got to know that this thing has just been so crazy, straight up, hardly any retest of any levels. Okay, so let's just look at this particular wave to the upside. Okay, we broke through 13.8, guys. We did not come back and even retest it, man. This one came back a little bit, but it just got out of dodge. It kept going. Okay, 20K, we hit it. We got a little bit of a bounce there, but listen, I mean, but we got a bounce at 20K, but we pushed through it, and we haven't even retested it in any way, shape, or form, guys. You say, well, what about this correction right here? Well, it really didn't do its job. It didn't really revert back to any level of retesting, guys. It's just pumping. Guys, this market has been straight pump for days and days and days and days. So you got to know, and I'm not saying it's going to it has to happen today or it will happen today. I'm not saying, all I'm saying is that, guys, we're due for a square up that actually squares up price back to 20K. For you to think that we're going to go straight up and never retest 20K, you just got another thing coming to you, guys. I'm just here to tell you. You heard it said here on this channel. We're gonna be back to 20K. It will be back to 20K, in my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. It goes, guys. The market can do whatever it wants to. Guys, I know people are calling for 80K. I saw 250K today on somebody's. We hear 100K. We hear all kinds of different price points, guys. We hear all kinds of different people speculating where price is going. At the end of the day, you don't know where price is going. I don't know where price is going. Nobody knows where price is going, okay? Just nobody knows that. Now, we are in a price discovery, so to speak. But, guys, just the way, in my experience in the market, we don't extend too far away from previous price points until we retest them. In my opinion, we're due for a test. Okay, there's the anecdotal argument there. Guys, that's the way markets move. I'm getting people laughing at 20K. I hope you'll come back, Leo, and talk to me when we hit 20K and just say, Jim, way back when you said that a long time ago, I was wrong. I need your forgiveness. I hope that happens. Okay, let's just be a little humble in the way we offer our opinions. Okay. Well, yeah, sell your home and your wife. There you go. Sell your kids and buy Bitcoin. I love it, man. I love it. That's funny. You redeemed yourself with that comment. Anyway, I get laughed out of here all the time because I don't know. For anyone to be so, how do you say it? The idea that we're not going to retest 20K, I'm sorry. We're going to be back in the 20s. I don't know if we're going to get all the way to 20K. I would imagine we'd get pretty close to 20K. Shoot, we might even dip back into 13 or 14K. The market's going to take their money back. There's going to be a sell-off, guys. It's going to mess you up pretty bad eventually. We're just not going to get straight up forever. It will be back. It will be back. That's just the way the market has moved, and that's the way the market will continue to move. Yeah, but what about Elon Musk and all the corporations that are going to get into Bitcoin? Right? Do you think corporations are coming in right now? Do you really think a corporation is going to start buying an asset that is speculative and not proven, and they're going to buy it at 55K to drive this price up? Do you really think that? Oh man, give me a break. Hey, Spady, I don't take requests until after I'm done. So, I'm just going to talk about Bitcoin, give the analysis. That's what you guys are here for. And, yeah, thank you. It's really hard for me to reach that.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's really hard for me to reach over. That's fine, I'm sure. All right, thank you, honey. I really appreciate it. Got the coffee, guys. Got the coffee. All right. So anyway, that's my anecdotal stuff. I just look at it, guys. Just look at that chart. Okay? Just look at it. It's coming down. It's gonna come down. And I think we've hit a pretty decent little target. Let me pull some fibs now. So that's anecdotal, understanding markets and square ups. I've talked about that in the past. Now let's move on from this. Let's move on from this, and then talk about fib levels here. Okay. So we're gonna pretend like the run up for 2017 was wave number 1, which is my opinion. I do not think we're in like a wave 5 or anything like that. That was wave 1 with a pullback, wave 2, and this is a 1-2 right here, okay? So now look where we've hit, guys, on the fibs. We have hit the 2618 extension. 57K was one of my targets here. 57K was my target for a while because of that 2618. Now, I don't know that we're going to come back to 20K like immediately or anytime soon necessarily, but what I do know, or what I believe at least, is that we are going to eventually get back there. but we may have an intermediate correction that's a little bit more, that doesn't get all the way down there. I don't know. I'm just going to talk about possibilities here. That looks more like this, okay, that kind of flags out like this for a little while, that maybe comes back and retests 40K or 30K right the bottom, this range right here, okay, this range. It comes back and retests this area, okay. So that's a possibility. That's an idea there that we can consider as plausible. So anyway, this is the first area that we would expect any kind of price correction of a large nature to come back to. We'd expect this range between 40 and 30K, 30 and 40K in this range right here between this correction, okay? Possibly all the way down to 28K potential, okay? Now, if it gets really, and this is what I'm thinking, if it gets really volatile, if it really gets really strong in a move down, we're going to see it wick down all the way down to 20K. Okay, it might just go down there. But guys, let me tell you something. If it hits there, get ready to push your button, because it's just going to get bought back so fast. So get ready to push your button, okay? Because that's when you can really make some good money on a bounce back up, okay? Because this one wicked down really low and then came right back up, there. So I imagine we're going to get something like that, where we're going to get a sell-off that may come deeper than anybody thinks. Now, who knows how fast it's going to happen? It may go slow. It may be a bearish kind of thing. It may go slow and in waves, or guys, there just may be some kind of huge event, some news event that the market makers are planning on rolling out. Some kind of Mt. Gox 2.0, something, guys, that we don't see. Some kind of Elon Musk. Says something, or something happens to his company, something that undermines, or at least would be bad news for crypto. And man, and that's the day, and you're going to hear about that news after the dump. You won't hear it before, and that'll be the excuse. That'll be the excuse that the market makers and the whales and everybody else who's planning this market, who's getting ready to take your money, that'll be the excuse that they use to bring price down. So understand that, guys. A guy named Baruch said this in the early 1900s. You show me the chart, I'll tell you the news, okay? And I believe that every dip that we're going to be facing is already in the chart. It's there in the technicals to be seen. All you got to do is see it, open your eyes, and look at it. And so anyway, that's the way we're thinking about it. All right. Time frame, guys. A market crash could happen now. The chart is ready. I have a potential count that says we're done, or I have a higher targets that says, oh, we got a little bit more to go first, and then we're going to come down. So I can't tell you what's going to happen as far as time frame is concerned. I can just tell you what I'm seeing now. So let's now look in the charts a little bit. And let's look from an Elliott Wave perspective. Now, we looked at a fib level here, 57K. We're sitting at it. It means that we're probably going to have some time here flagging out a little bit in this area. Okay, maybe something comparable to this correction. Maybe not anything huge for now, but a correction is coming. Okay, I like 48K as a potential first target area. I would watch that to first. 48K is probably a good little area to keep an eye on as a first area to pay attention to. And then after that, we're going to watch the top of this wave at 42K and the bottom of this wave at 28K. We'll watch that range there. But I'm going to watch for a bounce here first. It could, and that's the way it might dump. It might come down for a correction, pull back, and then fall over and do it again. Come back to this region right here. Come back, fall over, and do it again. Okay, and that's the kind of move that we'd see here, and could see, and that's the kind of move that could get us back to 20K, especially on a wick, and then we start trending up again, for the next wave session. So that's an idea, guys. I can't say what's going to happen. I can't be definitive about that, but that's certainly a possibility. Now, if this is a 1-2, and that's a 1-2, guys, this is 1-2. We're looking for a giant third wave and then a smaller fourth wave. So let's talk really bullish. Satisfy all the moon boys right now. We're going to satisfy all the moon boys right now. Here we go. We are extended here in the third wave, so we're primed and ready for a fourth wave pullback, something like this, of this current third subwave. 1, 2, that could be 3 right there. Finished, done, kaput at the 4618. We come on down back to here a little bit, and then we come up for a fifth wave. And all of that green stuff right there is simply the subwave count of the third wave. Now, that's not gonna. I mean, that's gonna take. This is gonna take most of the year to play out. Okay, this fourth wave might take quite a while to play out. So bear that in mind. But yeah, by the end of the year, we might be at 80K. I mean, based on that trajectory, 80K is plausible. Okay, but we're due for this correction back down to this region here. We're due. So that's a possibility for sure. Now, I don't know. I can't say for certain, when and how this is going to come. I can say that this is what an Elliott wave often looks like. So if this wave starts making a shape that we would expect from an Elliott standpoint, this is what it might look like. Let me pull the fibs on the third wave here and see where's a target for the downside. This target area would bring us down here. If we got to the 382 retrace, we'd be looking at around 38K to 31K. So 38 to 30K pullback for a fourth wave, and then up for a fifth wave, move somewhere around 75 to 80K. That's the way I would be thinking about that. So in really bullish markets, that this fourth wave might only retrace to the 236 and then continue up and finish up that wave. So in really bullish markets, that's the way it could look there. All right. So there is a possibility as well. Okay. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so here's the way we would count the entire move. Let me go out to the weekly chart just for a second. Okay. We would be looking at this, something like this. 1, 2, all of that's 3, 4, and then 5. And that gets us up to $100,000, guys. That's where we're going. I do not think we're hitting $250 or $300,000. I just do not buy that. I don't believe that. I don't think it. That ain't where we're going. Okay, in my opinion, I think 100,000 is plausible. When are we going to hit 100,000? I don't know. By 2024, maybe 2025, in that ballpark is the way I just drew that. Okay, now. 2023 to 25 in that range, but it ain't gonna happen this year or next year, most likely. It's unless this wave just does something just nobody expects. Okay, it is an irrational market. It is a hyper wave. I mean, it's moving like crazy. So be careful. It doesn't have to do that. But that's the ultra bull scenario, guys. Hope that helped you. Hope that satisfied you, the Moon Boys. Now let's talk realistically here about the small time frame wave count of this, and let's see where we might be coming down to in the immediate term. Okay, all right. So we're going to zoom into a different timeline here. Let's look at the 8-hour chart here, and all we're going to do right now. Oh, actually, let's do something right here. Okay, from the bottom of this wave here, let's just count the waves of this wave right here, and I'll show you what I'm thinking about for there. So this would be 1 right there, a tiny 2. Right there. Now, here's where we don't know. Is this 3 or is this 3? Okay, I'm kind of thinking that this might be the top of 3. We get a pullback to 4, and then we have another hit for 5. That may be what we get right there. Okay, but in my opinion, this wave right here is pretty cooked. Okay, this particular wave is about cooked. I think it's about done. I'm going to show you my count for it, but I'm going to show you my count for it in just a minute. But so that's a possibility. We got a 1, 2. I think that's pretty settled here. Now the question is this 3, 4, and 5? Is that what that is? If that's the case, guys, we're looking for a fourth wave down, back down to 32 or something like that, back down to this region, and then we're going up for a fifth wave after that. So that's a possibility, or we're just finishing the third wave of the larger structure. So those are the two options on the table. Either way, we're going to get a correction, but I can't tell you where exactly that correction is going right quite yet. Oh man, let's see. I'll just let that stay, I suppose. I got a trade in Ethereum, guys. It was short, and looks like we're getting a little bit of a reversal wave here. I can't tell. I'll just watch that for a minute. Okay. All right, now let's look at the small time frame just of this particular wave and see if it's done, or is there more to come on that wave. So we're going to keep looking at structure here and see if we can figure out what the waves are doing, and if they're finished or if there's more to come. So let's take a peek. We're going to pull the fibs on our 1, 2. There's our 1 and our 2, and you'll see that we came up to the 2618. Extension here. So not only do I have a 2618 extension from the original 1-2, but I got a 2618 extension here of this small wave, guys. There's confluence in the fibs. In other words, 57K was a very significant level. We most likely are going to get a significant bounce right where we are. Okay, I don't believe we're going to be pumping much up, and if we do, it'll probably be a stop hunt, but I'm not saying it's going to come down to 20K right now, but I think we're going to get a significant bounce of $10,000, or of about $10,000 move at least, down to 48K. I would imagine would be the correction, $9,000, something like that. We did get up to 48, didn't we? 58, yeah, we did. So that'd be a $10,000 correction. I would imagine we're going to come back down to this region at least. Okay, and so we could be dealing with this right here. 1, 2, all this could be 3. We get a 4 and then a 5, like that. So, and that gets us up to 60. I don't know, around 65,000, something like that, for a final move, fifth wave. And this final fifth wave might be the end of the third wave, and then we get a larger correction down, back down to the 30K region, something like that, and then we move up from there. So that's possible as well. Or let me talk about a different scenario here, and this wave might be cooked, might be completely done. 1, 2, the 3 is right here, 4 is right there, and we got the fifth wave right there. So, and the fifth wave could be about finished. It might have one more hit to the high, I can't say, but that's another plausible count where this wave is actually finished, and then we're getting a larger correction down here, back down to the 30s. We'll be in the we'll hit 40K again, and maybe even 30K again in that range. Okay, it'll be a shakeout because most likely there'll be more highs to come after that. So that's another plausible idea as well. These are all just ideas, guys. If we get a correction, these are ways the correction could play out. Okay, but I can't tell you exactly how it's going to play out. Now, often corrections start out pretty what's the word? Slow and steady. You'll notice if you just look at the character of this, there's just a little chop up here until it just kind of fizzled and fell over here. Okay, on the 4-hour chart. So there's going to be some 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 candles up here where it's chopping around this range until maybe it falls over. So maybe in the next day or two, maybe this week, maybe at the end of the week, there might be some more up thrust. There might not be. I can't say. But anyway, there's some ideas for an elite wave count, guys. For a correction coming. Now, personally, I want to hit the correction. I'm going to be shorting it. Now, you don't have to short it if you don't want to, but I'd like to short it. And I'm looking for that correction because I'd like to make the money on the way down, and then we'll buy and hold on the way up. And so we'll watch for these targets, and we'll trade these waves. So anyway, that's my plan for now, and that's what I'm hoping to do, and get some successful trades as we come. Okay, guys, you guys who are asking for a particular charts, I'm not going to take requests. Please don't spam the chat with chart requests, please, because they will be ignored completely until after the Bitcoin analysis and Ethereum analysis. Then I'll hit Litecoin and ADA, and once I do all of those, then I'll take some chart requests. But I won't take them till then, so please just focus on the this TA as I'm presenting it. Okay, so yeah, those are ideas there. We're just building a case here. We got a correction coming. When is it coming? I don't have a crystal ball. I know many people wish I did. but I don't, and it is what it is, right? But I'm showing the structure here and what I'm looking at, and these little bounces that we're getting right now, I don't believe them. I am currently short in Ethereum, but I'm well into profit right now, several percentage points, and so I'm just going to kind of wait and see what it does. If it continues up from here, then obviously I'll take the profit and ride another wave to the upside. Maybe we'll have to wait and see if there's a trade that sets up there. I'm not saying. Let me clarify here. I don't know when the correction's coming, but I'm making the case to say it could happen now. I've got counts that say, yeah, it could be happening now, or it might have some more upside to go before we get the correction. Nobody can tell for sure. Nobody knows for sure. And anybody that says that they do, they don't know, and I don't know. I'm just sharing with you that I'm warning you that it's there's a correction coming. It's imminent. It'll be here within the coming weeks. It could be in the coming days. It could be in the coming hours, guys. I mean, we could get a 2:00 dump tonight, down to 48K. Okay, that's my first target, 48K. Next targets are going to be 40K and 32 and 30K and 28K. Those are the next targets as we go down. We're going to mark structure zones here and pay attention to as price comes down. Okay, we're going to really watch 28K. You get any dump past that, guys? It's getting pretty serious for sure. All right. I think that's it for Bitcoin. I know what I wanted to do. Let's look at the RSI. Let's see what all the different time frames are telling us on the RSI. So let's do an RSI analysis. So we've done anecdotal analysis. We've done market analysis as well, where we talked about the way the market moves. It comes back to key levels before it takes a ride to the upside. We haven't had a pullback to key levels in quite a while. It's been straight up. So we've talked about that. We've talked about the Elliott wave perspective. That puts us either at the finishing of a third wave or the finishing of a fifth wave, and we're at the point where it could be in the fifth of the fifth, or it could be at the finish of the third of the fifth of the fifth. Talked about the Elliott counts there, and we'll have to wait and see if we get any more waves up or not, and then that'll obviously help us with our count. But we have counts that are finishing right about now. We've got a wave shape that looks pretty done to me, or close to it. So we're ready for, like I said, a correction. It could be any day, it could be hours from now, it could be days from now, it could be a couple of weeks from now. I don't know how the market's going to move, but I do know it's coming soon. And so be ready for it. I'm not trying to scare you, not trying to promote FUD. I'm just trying to tell you what the chart is showing. Okay. All right. Now let's finally look at the RSI analysis and just take a peek on all time frames. On the 3-day chart, guys, we are very oversold. Okay. We're working on the third peak. Okay. Not just one, not just two. We have 3 peaks within the RSI up here at oversold. Now, way back when this one was being made, you'll notice that these peaks are pretty tight together. These were spread apart over time, oscillating back. They all came back to the 50, came back up to the 50, up, back to the 50, up, back to the 50, up. Okay, so now we are working we haven't really hit the 50 yet. Didn't quite hit the 50. Didn't come very deep at all. But this one did kind of come back to the 50s range, and now we're back up. One might argue we have some more up to go with the RSI and the 3-day chart. Then it might, come on. It might get up here. Okay, but right now there's divergence on the 3-day chart right there, but again we don't have the down move yet started, so that down move hasn't begun to start yet. So this wave most likely is not finished to the upside quite yet. But once it starts moving down, we may see this changing directions. Okay, we've still got almost 2 days left on this 3-day candle. So look on the daily chart, see what the RSI is saying. Now the RSI here had hidden bullish divergence right here, right there, and right there. That's hidden bullish divergence, and that's why we got this up move that came up here. Now we're reaching an area on the chart where we are overbought again. We're in the over condition right now. And we actually technically have divergence. Okay, we have bearish divergence right here. Okay, now I haven't seen this. If on the daily this crosses my moving average, that's going to be strong, powerful signal for a down move on the daily. Okay, so anyway, we got a little divergence there, but with a strong move to the upside, that divergence could be taken out. So we understand that all divergences can be taken out, but I'm simply showing the fact that there is divergence on that chart. Let's look at the 12-hour. Not much different from the daily, so really nothing to speak of there. Let's get this off of there. There we go. On the on the 8-hour, it's interesting here on the 8-hour. Let me show you what I'm seeing on the 8-hour chart. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. All right. So we are in the overbought region here. If you'll notice on the 8-hour chart, you'll see this little move right there. Okay, and then this move right there. That is bearish divergence as well. It's very small, but it's letting you know that there is going to be a correction here. We are crossing over the moving average, so most likely we're due for a correction on the 8-hour chart, at least coming back down to 52K region. I don't think we're going to pump from here. I don't think so. We could, but I don't think we're going to. I think over the next 24 to 48 hours, we're going to be working our way back down to this first level of support there. Let's see where else we could come. Then that's not very strong, but it could get down to this region, and then the next level is right here. Okay, so we got a level right here we should pay attention to, around 52K to 51, and then we got 48K. Again, that 48K is a pretty important level for me. Now, what I would like to see during that pullback over the next several days, what I would like to see is I would like to see the RSI coming down in such a way that it's coming down and resetting or getting oversold or getting close to the bottom of this range right here, so that we create a line that's either straight across or to the down slope here, while we maintain this level of price here or here, so that we can then draw an upslope in price like that. That would be hidden bullish divergence. That would signal we're going to have another wave after this corrects. So this might be all the correction that we get for the time being, okay? And that's going to maybe let the 8-hour or the 6-hour reset, okay? 6-hour RSI reset. And let me show you the 6-hour RSI, because there's something there that's important to see. We actually have what I call widespread divergence on the 6-hour chart, and it's really, really important you pay attention to the divergences across the time frames. Okay, kind of lets you know when things are going to happen. Okay, so right now we've got from this peak to this peak. Okay, we've got divergence here. We've got bearish divergence. Now, what else is interesting is that we also have on this peak right here, that's down, that's up. That's also bearish divergence on the 6-hour. Again, looking for a corrective wave that brings the RSI to the downside, but doesn't bring price all the way down. What it does is it creates, if we were to draw, again, a line. I'm trying to, let me get it. There we go. I was behind my picture, I'll bet. Sorry about that. If we drew a line from this peak here up to where price might come down to 48K maybe, and then we drew a line from the same peak over here to price, it would probably be hidden bullish divergence. That would give us another move to the upside, again, we would expect. So that's what I think we're going to see. So my call right now is any correction that we get, probably coming back 52 to 48K is the correction I'm seeing for right now. Okay, and then depending on what the RSI does on the 4-hour or the 6-hour chart, depending on how much it resets on us, will depend upon whether we're ready for another bullish run up after that. But I don't think we're getting tomorrow. I don't think we're looking for 65K tomorrow. Now, could that be incorrect? Absolutely. Why? Well, I mean, basically, if price starts running up, that would basically just take out this divergence, okay? But right now, all I can tell you is what it looks like right now. What it looks like right now is that this is set to make to make another low. This is set to, it's already crossed the moving average and retested the moving average on the RSI, and it looks like it's going to start trending to the downside. So this looks like it needs to start coming down, trending down to the downside. It's going to bounce on the way, but I think it's going to start trending to the downside. It's my take on this right now from the 6-hour RSI. Let's look at the 4-hour RSI. Same thing, but even more powerful. Okay, still getting the RSI starting to trend down. We have exaggerated bearish divergence here, clear as day there. We've got regular bearish divergence right there. Guys, we got signals that are saying this RSI is about to reset. Okay, this is powerful. This is a take profit zone for me. If you haven't taken profit, or if I haven't taken profit, I'm looking at these signals saying I'm ready to take profit. That's the way I read the chart. You can do whatever you want. I'm just sharing the way I read the chart. Okay. All right. Let's see. So that's a 6-hour. There's the 4-hour. Let's look at the 2-hour RSI. Yeah, you can see the strong divergence here. It's really strong right here on the 2-hour chart. Boom. And then boom right there. This is ready to start coming down, resetting the RSI down here. That's the way it looks to me. It looks like it's ready to make a move down. So I think this is going to start working its way down here. Again, it's not going to be the last move. I think this is good. I think 48K, 52 to 48K is what we're going to see. That's what I believe. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I'm thinking. But I personally am not thinking 60s right now. I think we're going to correct first. Okay, 1-hour chart, same thing. Now, what's interesting about the hourly chart is that we've got we've already come down past the 50. If you'll notice where all these things are, you see boom, 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 which is below the 50. The 43 is holding support there on the RSI and the hourly chart in that ballpark. Okay, so we've hit that. Okay. But it's creating potential exaggerated bullish divergence, okay? Technically on the chart, we have a straight line across here and an upslope here. Technically speaking, that is exaggerated bullish divergence, okay? That is bullish. Now, the only way, I mean, that can be wiped out really easily in Bitcoin. All that has to happen is this thing, the price just has to take another dive, okay? And then RSI can take another dive as well. And all of a sudden that divergence goes away. So on the hourly chart, technically it's there. But again, if we get a volatile move to the downside, that gets wiped out and continues down. Okay? All right. I know you got to remember too, volatile moves to the upside will wipe out any kind of bearish divergence. Could wipe out any kind of bearish divergence that we're seeing. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. My head starting to feel... Doing a lot of talking here. Okay, so there it is, guys. We've kind of hit our we just hit all of our TA that we wanted to look at. We started off looking at the macro chart and the anecdotal chart, anecdotal argument. Then we've started looking at the market maker argument where they need to come and square up price, or not market makers so much as the whales and everybody else is going to drive price back down, mean reversion traders and bots will start taking profits here around this range, because this is a key range. It is the 2618 Fibonacci level, which is the third piece of the puzzle. We looked at the macro fib levels, and we're at 2618 on two different fib pulls. So we're at a key zone right now for fibs. And then finally, we looked at the Elliott wave count that says, hey, well, not finally, but we also looked at the Elliott wave count that says, hey, we could be turning around here in this region as well, or at least getting a correction. And then finally, we looked at the RSI evidence that says we need a cool off period. There is divergence on the chart all the way from 3 days all the way down to the lower time frames, 1 hour and such. Okay, so that doesn't mean it's going to go straight down, but certainly it'll bounce its way down. So I think, guys, I'm personally short right now. I believe that we're going to be getting a deeper correction. Again, I'm watching 48K. I'm watching 52K first, and then 48K, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Okay, we'll see where it goes from there. We'll see what the RSI is saying as well. All right, 100K. I don't see 100K for several years. I don't see it this year. I do not see 100K for a couple of years down the road. Water. That's a good point. Hey, Emily, can you get me a cold glass of water, please? Yeah, thank you. I'm not feeling very good. Maybe grab my blood pressure medication. It's on the counter. There's 2 bottles, and just grab me a pill out of each. Thank you. Oh, I think I forgot to take my blood pressure medication today, and that's what I'm feeling. Yeah. Just fend for yourself. There's 2 of them. Can you get me both? Thanks, Emily. Sorry, guys. I think I forgot to take my blood pressure medication today. Ooh, and I'm tired too, guys. I'm pretty worn out. I need some sleep. So. Okay. Thanks, guys. All right. Whew. All right. Let's look at Ethereum, guys. Sorry about that. Let's look at Ethereum. Take a little bit of a break here, and I'm not going to deal with Ethereum that. I'm not going to look at Ethereum as in depth. Okay. So you've seen the sentiment I have. Bitcoin is going to lead the way here. I'm personally, like I said, I'm short in Ethereum right now. Looking for a move to continue. This was the first move here. We had a pullback, looking for this to fall over, I think, and to finish out. Let's zoom out just a little bit here and look at the count for Ethereum. Here's my count for Ethereum, which you might find interesting. I think this is the top of the third wave in general, and it's an ending dot. Remember the waves, guys? Remember the waves, guys, that I've been having a hard time with Ethereum and complaining about? Well, guys, I think I have a count that satisfies me, and that's why I went short here as well, because I believe this count. Okay, this is a count. I think we have an ending diagonal here that's finishing either a 5th wave up here or finishing a third wave. Hey, Matt, man, I appreciate that. I think I'm okay. I think I'm all right. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Anyway, I believe this count here, guys. I think this was a 4th wave of the 3rd, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there. So there's a sorry, I was just reading some of your comments there. But again, Matt, thank you for that care. I appreciate it. I'm okay. I'm all right for now. If I get to where I'm tired, I'll just cut it. But anyway, wanted to get the information out to you at least. So anyway, yeah, I'm seeing this. So an ending diagonal has 3 waves in each subwave count. Okay, so there's 3 waves there. There's 3 waves there. Okay, and then there's 3 waves here, guys. It's a beautiful, really good ending diagonal. I believe this count. And guys, we're getting the move down. So what I would do if I were you guys, had told the Discord this the other night, draw this trend line on this, and if we get a break of that, guys, it's gonna be bad news. I drew this box here. This will be the support region that we'd be watching here, right around $1,400 in that ballpark. We'd be watching for a wave to come on down. What? Thank you, man. We'll be watching a wave come on down to this region. So I'm holding short right now, and I believe Ethereum is going to make a correction down to this region. Does that mean it's going down forever? No, guys. It's just to think there's a correction coming. I can see it in the chart. I wanted to share it with you so you don't freak out, right? Is it the end of Bitcoin? Is it the end of Ethereum? No. It's just there's a correction coming, and I see it in the charts, and I wanted to share it with you. So I know lots of people don't believe me, and I could be wrong, and obviously, right? But this is what I'm seeing, and I'm sharing it with you. We can talk about it tomorrow or the next day or the next week and see if we got anything close, okay? But this is what I'm seeing for now. I'm waiting for a correction back down to this region here at $1,400. We hit a major line of resistance up here at $2,000, guys. Psychological resistance. We busted through it. We ended a 5-wave diagonal bounce. Chances are we're just gonna 3-wave it down, and then we're gonna come up and hit it again. We'll probably pull back a little bit, and then we'll come and break it. That's probably the way things are gonna play out. Okay, so this is where I'm shorting down to here. Then I'm going to flip long and probably take profit again at this line again. Wait for a pullback and go long and hold. That's probably the way the market's going to move this one, guys. I imagine, and so that's the way I'm going to plan it. That's my trade plan for now. So yeah, we'll watch that for sure. But my my Elliott count for Ethereum for now is I'd say this is 1 and that's 2. And this is probably 3. We're going to get 4, and we're going up for 5. Just like in Bitcoin, same thing. We're going to get a 4th wave down, and then we got more upside to go. Is this the end of the market cycle? Probably not. But it's a correction that I think we need to have. I think we need it. 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 Okay? And I think it's going to actually be helpful. Buyers can come in again, and you can take some profits in this range, and then buy back, and then multiply your coin as well. But a lot of people have a hard time taking their profit because they got FOMO. They believe it's just going to go up forever. And I'm just here to tell you it's not going to go up forever. That's just not the way the market moves. The market will go up and it comes back. It'll break that level and it'll come back to that level. It'll go up and break. Okay. It'll go basically up and down. It'll go up really high, boom, and then it'll come back to that level there and then continue. I mean, that's the way the market moves. And so we know that, we understand that. But I mean, just look. Look at that. Look how straight up it is. Whenever the market goes straight up like that, guys, I mean, what happens? Inevitably, it goes straight down. I can totally just see it. Ethereum could be coming down a lot deeper. Now, it may simply come back to this level here, or this level here, or this level right here, or even just the top of this level at 14K, which is that critical level I was telling you about. Whatever, but it's gonna come down. It's going to correct. It will, and it's gonna feel. A $500 move in Ethereum is going to feel like, it's going to scare you as it's happening. You're going to wonder, is it going to stop? And yeah, it's going to stop. It's going to pause right there. Okay, it's going to pause right at 14K, and you're going to get a bounce. And so I'm going to be trading that to the upside on that bounce. Now, whether it's a full bounce, I don't know. But if we're getting a big correction, it'll bounce, and then it'll probably come back down and break it, come back and retest it. Okay, and then maybe continue down like that, or it just might go up after that 3rd wave. It might come down, up, and down again, find some support somewhere around here in this region, and then continue up again. And that would be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and guys, Ethereum to the moon after that. Ethereum to the moon. Exactly. Leo, exactly. Dan, that's right, man. No matter how high it goes, profit is not yours until you take it. I tell people that all the time. Profit, I mean, I know that from my own personal trading. Profit isn't yours until you take it. Okay, good deal. All right, guys. Well, there's my take on Ethereum. You've seen the levels. Let's look at Link. Link is looking like it's down as well. Going to get a corrective wave down. But it's creating hidden bullish divergence as it comes down. So it's not going to go down forever. Let's look at Litecoin here on the 8-hour chart. I've got some pretty high targets for Litecoin, guys, but it needs to cool off a little bit. But right now, if I pull the fibs on this one right here, we're sitting at the 1618 extension of a lower fib pull, so that's one of the reasons why we're getting a bounce here or a pullback. But this could be 1, 2... Guys, 266 is a target I'll be watching here. And then, guys, I'll be watching 290, and then 300 is a key levels, okay? So I'd be watching those for Litecoin. Again, looking for corrections, though. If we get a correction, most likely we're going to get some kind of a pullback back to the top of this wave, back down to that region right there, somewhere around 190 maybe. Will be some kind of a corrective wave, possibly. Boom, and then we get the upper targets. Okay, let's zoom out just a little bit here. There we go. And so yeah, we got 1, 2. We're hitting the 1618. I think we're heading up to 373, guys. That would be very, very plausible based on this wave structure right here. Very plausible that we get up at least to 300. I would think we'd get close to 300. 266. Let's watch that one first. Then let's watch 300 and see what we get. Yeah, I'm not telling you guys when and when to take your profits or whatnot, but my take is, I personally would be taking taking profit. So this is the take profit zone for me, and I'd be buying back on a dip, Okay, that's Litecoin. Let's take a peek at ADA, which everybody's interested in these days. So let's look at ADA as well. ADA, look at ADA straight up, guys. I mean, is that going to sustain? How long is that going to be sustained, guys? How long is this straight up movement going to happen? Really? I mean, and do you believe it's going to keep? I mean, look, this one. Well, I mean, it's doing it again, Jim, but it's going to go up higher this time. You don't know that. This could just totally come back down. And then work its way again in the next cycle. So be careful, guys. Let's look at ADA, the wave structure here, and see if there's any room for any larger wave here. And I think there's a case to be made here that there might be 1, 2. This might be 4 and 5. So this might be a fifth wave. Is it finished? Doesn't look finished. I'm going to exclude that wick. This might be 3, 4. I don't know. This might be a fourth wave, and we get one more hit to the high. I'm looking for a $125 maybe as a plausible target. For a wave up, $125. Not out of the realm of possibilities, but here's the deal, guys. 8-hour chart. Just look at the divergence you've got, and that's powerful. Okay, that's 8-hour. Come on, Jim. On ADA, that's powerful divergence right there. Okay, let's look at the 6-hour. See if there's. Yeah, I mean, you got it on the 6-hour chart. You got it on the 4-hour chart, guys. I mean, okay. We got a break of structure here down here as well. This is breaking structure to the downside here. I imagine we'll get a move down, a little pullback, and then a continuation to the downside. Guys, all the RSI's saying down right now for ADA. The hourly chart got a little bit of hidden bullish divergence there, guys, hidden bull, but that can be wiped out with a strong move in price. Any kind of move in price that goes to the downside, that could be broken. So whether this is the top here and it's coming down now, or there's one more hit to the high, I can't say. But if from a wave standpoint, it looks like it needs another high. But a lot of times crypto can finish in 3 waves. It happens a lot where crypto will finish in 3 waves. Okay, I'm going to take 10, the first 10 requests. The request line is open, first 10. And then after that, I'll only do a chart if there's a super chat. So I'm going to do 10 charts, and then I'll do super chats. Okay. So if you want to be in front, the rules are first come, first serve. Request line's open right now. If you request, I'll do it in order, and I'm only going to do 10. And after that 10, it'll have to be, you can do super chats. If you want a super chat, a request, that means that gets you first in line for requests. So anyway, with that being said, what do you guys want to see? Any chart, any market, could be anything you want. Just let me know. Matic is first. I think Lacey was ready to hit enter. Matic. Let's check it out. All right, we're going to start on the daily chart and see what Matic looks like on the daily. Okay, it's a pump and dump kind of coin, guys. Whenever you see straight up moves like this, guys, generally speaking in the crypto market, they generally are going to do this, okay? They're going to work their way down, back down. So when you get straight up moves like that in the crypto market, see this straight up move here, they worked it all the way back down to this level. So I imagine Matic is probably going to be coming back down to this level right here, back down to 6 cents. That's my take on Matic from the daily. This looks ready. Just like all the other charts on Bitcoin and Ethereum, they look ready for a correction. Okay? It might have already started, by the way. It could have already started. Yeah. This looks down to me. Yeah, look at the bearish divergence on the 8-hour chart. It's so clear and crystal. So Matic is looking down to me. Guys, I'll bet you all the charts are going to be looking bearish to me if you ask me. So, all right, I got a super chat. Zcash. Hey, Chemo, would you do me a favor? Would you get me a list of the first 10, please? I've just done Matic. And Lacey, I only do one per customer. So to keep it going. So if you could get me a list of the first 10 and write them down for me, man. And then and anybody that super chats, I'll do those in addition to the 10. And I'll do them as fast as I can. And then no more requests, guys. At this point, I think we've had 10. So no more requests at this point. If you want in, it'll have to be with a super chat. Okay. So let me look at Zcash really quick, and I'm going to do them as fast as I can, guys. Okay. All right. So we got some hidden on Zcash. We got hidden bullish divergence a little bit working on the 8-hour, but there's bearish divergence on the chart. Okay. So 12 hours looking bearish divergence there on the RSI. This has some bearish divergence, but here's the deal. This has come down, but price hasn't come down. So we've got an upward slope and a downward slope. Technically speaking, that is hidden bullish divergence. Okay. Now, again, if we get a strong move tonight, tomorrow, or something like that, guys, then what we're looking at, that can take out any kind of bullish divergence that we have. So right now, Zcash, Zcash already came down and touched that top with a wick, okay? But I imagine it's going to come down and retest it. That's my guess. It's going to come down and retest this before going up again. If it goes up. If it breaks this level, guys, then watch out for a steeper move to the downside. But I don't know that that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm just talking about the worst case scenario. So it looks like Zcash wants to come down and finish a 3-wave back here. So that's my take there on that. Okay, so I'm gonna do them as fast as I can, guys. Any questions there on Zcash? Let me know. 122 is the top of that wave, so watch that now. Again, I'm seeing a little bit of hidden bullish divergence here, but it's followed by a 3 wave. So I would expect we get an extension down to the downside. Here, guys, no more requests, guys. Request line is now closed. The only way request line stays open is with the super chat, guys. Just letting you know. Yeah, 122 looks really, really good, guy. 122, 125. Hope that helps. Chris, I'm a sweetie pie. Thanks, man. I just happened to catch that. I just happened to catch it. Paul, I don't personally believe the log extensions. I've explained that in the past. Why? If I can reduce the chart on my chart, I use the regular extensions. I do not believe when you use the log extensions, we get Bitcoin going to $500,000, and I just don't believe it. I don't believe that. I think it's $100,000. Now, if we make it to $100,000 this year, then I'll flip over to the fibs to the log scale. But I don't believe that for now. So just to answer your question pretty quick, there's Zcash. Let's look at SPX daily, please, for Kimosabi. Thank you, buddy, for that gift. I appreciate it, man. SPX here. Let's look on the daily chart. Boom. The RSI is flat, isn't it? That means they can keep doing what they're doing. They can keep doing that. Over and over and over and over and over. Already had that little dip. Yeah, I mean, it looks like SPX is just going to go up infinitum, the way they're taking it up. But just notice every time it falls over, look at the way it goes. It goes, and it falls over. Falls over. Falls over. Watch out. There could be a fall over anytime. Shoot, look at this, Chemo. Right there. Look at that. Right here. Look at that sucker. I predict this thing could fall over tomorrow. I'm telling you guys, that happens. The crypto market's ready to fall. SPX could fall. I mean, it could go up too, okay? It's up or down, right? It's up or down. But this thing could tank. But man, look at the RSI. It's just straight sideways on the daily. Let's look at the smaller time frames and see if there's any clues here. Yeah, look at the hidden bullish divergence here. There's hidden bullish divergence on the 2-hour chart. So the 2-hour chart, I mean, but look at price, man. Just look how sideways it's going. Yeah. But there's hidden bull divergence here. Let's see if there was hidden bull divergence on these other. Yeah, man. Listen, Chemo. There was hidden bullish divergence on the 1-hour chart right here before the COVID dump. There was hidden bull sitting on the chart. So watch out, man. This could totally. This could totally go down where it is. This could dump here. 4K, man, watch 4,000. We're just shy of it. It might go up there, but I don't know, man. The last dump, we got this little move, and then another high, and then boom, down we went. We got this little move, another high, and now down we went, man. That looks yeah, it looks like we might be ready for a fall. The way the crypto market looks after tonight's TA and just looking carefully. Guys, I'm more bearish than I've been for a while. So I'm still bearish, guys. Still bearish. Okay. All right. So yeah, there it is. All right. Now, so from this point on, guys, we're just gonna look at the 10 that Chemo put down in order, and then after that it's gonna only be super chats, okay? And then we'll be done for the Sunday night charts. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Let's look at SNX. That's the next one on the list, SNX. We'll start with the daily. Okay, if you think this can go up infinitum forever and ever and ever, you got another thing coming, man. Look at the bearish divergence on the daily. It's huge. Now, this is a chart that doesn't have a lot of data on it. Okay, but that bearish divergence is huge. Down we go. I think we're coming back down to this region right here. We're going to come back and the first area we're going to retest is right here, most likely, and then watch out eventually to this region. Okay, let's look at the 12-hour chart. Same thing. 8-hour chart, same thing. Yeah, it is looking good for down. Now on the 4-hour, might get a little bit of a bounce, but probably not. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Everything's kind of going sideways. It makes me think when crypto does that, man, it's just kind of falls over. SNX looks bearish to me on the daily, especially all the way down to the 4-hour. It's pretty bearish. They're your targets. This zone. Watch this zone here. 17, 16 bucks, 17 bucks, and then watch $7 to $10 on SNX. Okay. All right. Testimony Tattoo. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. BNB. Let's look at BNB. Oh, that's crazy. That's 4-hour chart. That's crazy. I don't like that at all, guys. Johnny 20, gotcha, man. I see you. Let me get you right after BNB, okay? Thank you. You shouldn't have done that, though, man. You should have just asked me in the group. I would have totally given it to you for free. Thanks, Art. I appreciate it, buddy. Just be smart. We could have more upside. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I am. But yeah. Looks like an A wave. Looks like we're gonna get another wave down for BNB. Top of this wave, top of that support region right there. I'd be watching. What is that? 150 bucks, 140 bucks. Watch this. Okay. So there you go. There's BNB. Let's look at ETH BTC. ETH BTC. I think I have that on my chart here. There it is. ETH BTC. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's bottomed yet. It's on the daily. It's got plenty of room to come on down here. Looks like it's trending down, guys, and it's got plenty of room to come down. Looks like ETH is going to start falling against BTC even more than it has. So it looks like it's in a correction right now. So, yeah. Let's look at the 6-hour. Thanks, Lacey. I'll take care of you right after Johnny 20. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lacey. I didn't look at it before. I just try to be fair, one per customer. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. Really do. Yeah, just repost the list for me, Chemo. Just copy and paste it. What's left for me to do? Causality, exactly. The shorts are so. I mean, there's hardly any shorts and so many longs. I think we need a long squeeze for sure, or something to liquidate some we gotta fix the we gotta bring the greed index back down. One, two, three, four, five. Let me go back out here. It's hard to read there. Once this thing is finished, I think it's going to start heading up again, right? So the question is this finished? It just doesn't look finished to me, but here's one thing to note. We've come to a place that should be targeted, right? Should be a bounce here. Ideally. Should be a bounce here. So I don't know. We might see a bounce right here unless this blows through this area. So I'll have to watch this area and see if we get a bounce here, or if this is gonna bounce up, or we're gonna blow back through this area and make a lower low against BTC. If this is gonna come down to this next region and make a larger correction. Is this going to? Where's my pin? Right here. Is this gonna do this? So we might get a little bit of a bounce here where Ethereum takes off against BTC a little bit, but I don't know. It's pretty bearish right now. The wave action is pretty bearish too. So I'm not sure. Let me do a little bit more analysis here because you gave me such a kind gift, man. 2020. So let me give you $20 worth here. So I see a three-wave move here. Then I see this three-wave move there, unless this is some kind of ending diagonal there. So it makes me want to pull the fibs like this. And we're hitting the 414. The 1618 is a little deeper here, which I can kind of see this coming down here. Based on this wave right here, this looks like we need to come on down a little bit further. So 0.32. This wave structure is difficult because it's pretty bearish, man, for Ethereum for now. I don't see it bouncing right away, but we are over. I mean, we've got room to come down here, but it looks like we need a bounce on the RSI at least. There is bullish divergence here, but it can be wiped out with a down move. We know that. It's not compelling divergence, but it's there. It's not compelling, but it's there. 15-minute chart, nothing saying. 5-minute chart, a little bit of a bounce, but nothing to speak of. This looks like hidden bearish divergence right there. Yeah, I'm still seeing more down, Johnny. Still seeing more down, my brother. Okay. All right, let's do... I already did BNB. Let's do NEO now. Daily chart. Beautiful. Okay, NEO was one of those big, fast, volatile movers in the beginning, man. It just went straight up, but it took it all back, up, took it back. So just pay attention to NEO and how NEO went up, okay? So when it first began. So here is the level. It went up, it came back to it. Broke that level, okay? Came back to it. Broke that level, came back to it. Broke that level, came back, and then now we took it all back and went lower, okay? So that's the way NEO moves when it's going up. So you might say that this is the first of the breakout areas here. Okay. Boom. Right there. What's Neo ready to do? What's Neo been doing? Come back to that level before it goes up. Back to the level. It goes up. Okay. So anyway, every time. So wait for a pullback to go long again. Or you might be taking profits up in this region. It's looking, I don't know if it's done, but certainly it's we're due for trying to get it all on the screen here. Yeah, there might be some more up here, but you know, like I said, if Bitcoin corrects and Ethereum corrects, Neo is going to correct back down to this region. So I'd watch Neo coming back down here before it goes up. So there's Neo. Whoa, Meyer Title Bomb, is that you? Dag on it, dude. Love you, buddy. Thank you, man. I am grinding. I am grinding. Thank you, my brother. Let me see here. What was after Neo? Clove. Meyer, what chart do you want to see, my man? What chart do you want to see? I'll you can tell me 2 of them or more. Anytime, you know you get it anytime you want it. Clove. Now, is Clove a crypto, or it looks like it's on the NASDAQ? I need to know what Clove is. It's CLOV. I guess it's a health stock or of some kind. Whoa, Nelly. That's crazy. It looks like a buy. Now, I don't know anything about this stock, okay? So, but the way it's gone up here and taken this back, it looks like it's in a buy zone, okay? You know, stocks could go to zero, I imagine, but looks like Clove is going to start heading up here shortly. This looks like a nice, excuse me, I got the hiccups, guys. Looks like a nice 3-way pullback to the 127 extension. This looks like a long to me. Okay. Guys, I got the hiccups. So this looks like accumulation zone. It might go sideways for a bit, okay, for many days before it starts heading up. So it might have a consolidation period before it starts going up. But this looks like a buy zone to me for Clove based on this chart. Shoot, it's at $10. If it breaks the last low at 984, that's not going to be good. Oh, excuse me. Dang it, I got the hiccups so bad. But Clove looks really good. Looks like a finished 3-wave move here. There is a gap that wasn't closed up there, so that looks pretty decent as well. Okay, so yeah, Clove looks like a decent buy there. RR, thank you, man. Appreciate you. BQXUSD. Yeah, I'll check that out right after I see what Meyer wants. Oh, man. You don't drive me crazy. Meyer, I love you, brother. I don't hear enough from you. So just let me know. I'll do any chart you'd like, man. Any chart. Okay, your next RR. Let's look at BQXUSD. Oh, wow, look at that guy. Yeah, there's bearish divergence on this chart, so be careful here on the daily. We got bearish divergence on the daily here, right there and right there. So I don't know if they're gonna. I mean, and it's pretty oversold. Look how there's not a whole lot of price action here. Yeah, it looks like it's primed for a move down. I would be cautious. Not greedy. Yeah, there's triple divergence here on the 12 hour. All right, guys. ETH. I'm gonna come back to this RR. Let me just look at ETH for a minute, guys. It's breaking a trend line for me. Let me get my stuff back on my chart here. Yeah, check it out, guys. Yeah, this is about to break to the downside. Boom, 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 boom. About to break. Looks good, guys. Looks really good to break. Watch this line, guys. Watch this line. I think, especially if this low gets broken right there, it might have a dumpy dump tonight. It might be coming, baby. It's good to be short. I called this short today, though, this morning in the morning Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, I invite you in. I called this short right up here, right up in there, guys. So we got really bearish price action going on. And right before church this morning, I went short, and it's looking good. So, if you're not part of the Discord, we invite you in. I haven't really invited anybody in, but yeah, come on in, guys. It's prices as cheap as it'll ever be right now. It's $25 a month, man. I mean, you can. It's a great place to be. You don't want to be there anymore, you can leave. It's no problem. But it's a great place to be, and the more the merrier. So come on in. I do 2 lives every day. We look at wave analysis every day. It's not always clear, but the charts are clearing up right now, and for this corrective move. So, yeah. And you guys got it tonight. We just happened to be on Sunday night, but every day we do two lives every day, in the morning and the evening, and then I'm around during the day as well. So yeah, come on in. Okay. Yeah, so that's looking good. All right, let's go back to BQX for my brother RR or RAR or however you say that, man. Yeah, on the 12-hour chart or 8-hour chart, man, you got the divergence. It's on all the time frames. So just be careful there. I'm not. Let's see on the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour is showing major divergence as well. It's just looking like it's ready to fall, man. I think it's probably ready to correct back down to this region right here. I imagine we're gonna get a move back down to that region. So RR, just watch that, okay? Watch that for sure. Yeah, that's right, Lammy. If you're part of the Discord, you get to talk to Lammy J and Chemo and and my other brothers that are in the group. So anyway, yep, rock on. We have a lot of fun. Have a lot of fun in our Discord lives. Let's see, $9 retrace. Yeah, it could get up there, but just reading or just reading the you're pretty overextended here with this wave. It just looks like it's about ready, especially with all the divergence here. I don't see there's a little bit of hidden bull here, but I'd watch out for a move back down to this region before up. Okay, so anyway, let's wait and see what we get. And guys, yeah, I can't be certain that we're going to break here, but I think we might break this. So just be ready for a break of that trend line. So back to that. Any questions, RR? A beautiful heartbeat. Thanks for that kind comment about the channel. I appreciate that. Okay, Kevin, what would you like to see, buddy? Atom, okay. And I'll get right back to the requests after the super chats, guys. Okay. Yeah. Now this chart is pretty bullish. For now, it's got hidden bull divergence on the 2-hour chart. So we got this pullback here. You see it. The pullback is pretty deep here, but the price is not. So we have this line here and then this line here. Now there's room for this thing to come down, and there's room for the RSI to come down. So we might be coming back down to this region right here. If things tank tonight, and I don't know if they're going to or not, guys, but if things tank tonight, we're looking to come back down to this region maybe. So if price gets back down here, you got a bullish signal to go long again, especially if this works its way down. I can't say that for sure. I don't know, but the 2-hour chart has hidden bull on it. But with things looking so dumpy in Bitcoin and Ethereum, I got to think that Atom is probably going to follow suit, I would imagine, but I don't know Atom enough to be able to say, but looks like a 5-wave move has finished. This looks like maybe a leading no, not a leading diag. Yeah, there is some hidden bull in this chart. There's no doubt about it. But there's room for it to come down. So I would say there's probably going to wait for this thing to finish. Wait for Atom to finish coming down. Wherever it's going to come, watch this region, watch that region there. Wherever it's going to come down, wait for an engulfing candle with a pullback, and then you can maybe think about going long again. So hopefully we'll get the hidden bullish divergence in the RSI as well. So that's looking pretty decent there. All right, Kevin. All right, let's see here. We did clove. Let's do GRT now. Guys, it's the same story on all these charts. This looks like a 3-wave move to the downside. Looks pretty bearish here on the 12-hour chart. Looks like it wants to do that. Watch this level right here, this support level right here, this zone right here. That's what I'd be watching. Just a quick read on that. Okay, right there. There's bearish divergence on the 12-hour. Let's look at the 8-hour. Same thing. 6-hour. Now, one candle to the upside could change the look of this, but this certainly looks like a 3-wave move right here. Boom, boom, boom. That looks like 3 waves there. 3 waves there. Looking for this down. Let's pull the fibs on that and see where the fibs take us. Yeah, the 127 is going to get you back down to structure right here. So there's your target zone. If this gives a larger 3-wave move like that. Let me check out Ethereum here real quick. I want to make sure it's not going to reverse on me. It's bouncing off that trend line, man. Hate it when it plays around on trend lines. Bitcoin's ready to come down even more, though. It's not finished. Yeah, I think there's more to come. See if they take it all back from me. I'm going to hold it for a minute. Okay. So there's GRT. I'm looking for a 3-wave. Unless you get a green candle that takes this out, that's the way it looks. But if you get a nice solid green candle and this was just kind of a fake out, then up we go. You got room for this to come up a little bit more, make another high, create your bearish divergence right there, and then come down. So watch that. But it's looking down for now. See if we get the follow through to the downside. This candle is looking pretty dumpy. It is a 12-hour candle. There's still 8 hours left in that candle. So if this changes to green and starts getting bullish, then I'd be looking at this more as a bullish wave instead of a bearish wave. So you got to watch this 12-hour candle. Okay, let's go down to the smaller time frames on GRT. It's in no man's land here on the 1 hour chart. Nothing's saying it's up or down right now, guys. So wait on GRT. See what kind of candle you get to the upside or to the downside there. But I'm targeting this area down here. Okay, XLM. Let's look at XLM. Trying to get to all these requests, guys. Thanks for being patient. Yeah, XLM kind of looks like a diagonal here, and you can see how I kind of have it drawn. 1, 3, 4, 5. It looks like it could be finished. That's a way to interpret it. So I'd watch this trend line here. Draw this trend line on your chart, and watch this thing and see if it's going to come back down. It's already come down to the top of this wave right here. It's already kind of hit that with the wicks. It looks like it's wanting to come down for a third wave. XLM was just the way it looks right now is looking like it wants to come down back down to this region right here. If I draw my trend line a little bit more accurately, that's perfect. So watch 37 cents on XLM. That might be a decent corrective level for it to come down to. And then if we get another bull run there after that, there you go. So watch 37 cents. If it breaks this trend line here, if it breaks this trend line here, then we're going to come back down and retest this region down here. So watch this level as well. 25 cents. If it breaks that. Okay? That's the way I'm reading that. Now, I don't know if it's going to get that bearish or not. I can't say that for sure. I'm simply saying watch 37 first, and then watch 23 for XLM. HIPASS. What's up, man? Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. All right, Meyer, thank you. OXT, let's do it, man. OXT. And you want a small time frame? Yeah, let's do it. While you guys are moving through the okay, OXT, small time frame. All right, so what you got to watch out for, Meyer, here is a 3-wave. This could be a 3-wave there to the 1618. That's exactly what we got in Ethereum and in Bitcoin. We got to move to the 786. And so that could possibly be a 3-wave move, and that's it. So we got a 3-wave here, okay? And then we got this 3-wave there. So this is possible now that we're coming back down to finish a larger 3-wave move like this. So, Meyer, watch out for this level right here. Watch out for 50 cents. It's potential. Okay. Now, so 50 cents. If now here's a cool thing. If price does not break this level right here, what is that level? 58 cents. If price does not break it, but you get a bounce off of it, might be a nice little long for a bounce here for 20, 30 cents before it comes back down. So watch for a bounce off of the bottom of this wave right here, 58 cents or 59 cents in that region. So if this continues down tonight, it may or may not. I can't guarantee anything. But if it comes down, watch for a bounce around this region, maybe around 60 cents, and then you might get a 10-cent bounce or something like that. Or a 1-cent bounce, I'm sorry. No, that's 10 cents. Yeah, 10-cent bounce. Otherwise, and of course, it could continue up as well, right? So if I'm wrong about the move to the downside, in all of crypto, in general, the general bearishness I've been feeling, if I'm wrong about that, then you'll be in long for that for a while. But this looks like it's coming down here. Well, let's watch and see if we get a bounce in this region. What you're looking for is some kind of an engulfing candle to the upside, a green candle that engulfs some other candles, an idea that it's going to go up. Let's look at the. This is the 2-hour chart. We do have. There's not a whole lot of divergence here. Let's look at the 1 hour. No. There's technically hidden bullish divergence on this chart, but I don't believe it. It's not compelling to me. Especially with these engulfing candles that engulfed all of that. We had a push up and then it took it all back. So chances are this could come down to 58 cents again. But we could be coming as low as 50 cents and even lower than that. But those are the areas of support that we're going to be watching. 50 cents, 58 cents, something like that. There's room for up or down right now, Meyer. So there you go, buddy. All right. Hippos, High Pass, whatever the name is. Kevin, you're welcome. Zach, it's good to see you here, man. Zach Dims. What's up, buddy? I did BNB already. If you want to go find it, it was after I started requests. I did the BNB chart. You might just have to kind of scroll until you find it. I don't know what time it was, but I did. I already did BNB. Okay, Dot, thank you. Oh, Super Chat, Pundy. Okay, let's do Pundy, whatever that is. Pundy X Tethers. There it is. So there's a Super Chat there. There we go. Oh, and somebody Super Chatted me front as well. I think I forgot you. Oh, Lacey, please forgive me. Are you still around, Lacey? Because I think Lacey Super Chatted front as well. And I forgot her. Are you still around? Please tell me you're around. I'm so sorry. You're welcome, Meyer. No problem. Okay. PundyX has... Looks like it's targeting maybe this 2618 here. Maybe. Or it's done right now. And it's got just a 3-wave up and it's going to come down. I don't know how it correlates with Bitcoin, so I'm not sure. Maybe it correlates very well with Bitcoin. I'm not positive of that. Yeah, I don't have any price action to speak of. Yeah, it's just, it looks... That looks done to me. It might get up here, but I would be taking profit on PundyX all day long right now. When I see stuff like that, I'm thinking take profit. We have hit, let me change my fibs here. Yeah, I mean, 0.0032 might be a good place to think about it. It might have already, that might be all you get right now, and then we're going to take a, so we might just be doing a small correction right now. This might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, maybe up one more wave. But we're getting a correction now, okay? Where it's going to correct to, I can't say. Let's see what structure says. Structure's looking like right in here maybe. But it's hard to say. There's not a whole lot of support here. There's definite support down here, but I don't know if we're just going to get a move down to there. So it looks like Ethereum. Lacey, are you still around? Yeah, okay, good. I see you, Lacey. I'm really sorry. You super chatted that earlier, and I forgot you. Please forgive me. If there's another chart you want to see, I'll make it up to you with a third chart, okay? But anyway, yeah, this looks like, again, everything's correcting in crypto right now. Right now, man, this looks very bearish for Bitcoin. It's breaking out of its trend line right now. So, I mean, this is a very bearish look right now. So, to me, it's about finished, and it's going to break out, and it's going to break down. That's what I'm thinking. So, here she goes. All right, let's do front here now that I'm finished with Pundy. So yeah, I think we're getting a correction along with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it might just be down to I don't know, 0.022, and then up some more maybe. I can't say for sure, but it's looking like a really good take profit zone, at least for a correction. But I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't a new asset like this. I wouldn't trust it. They like to come all the way down, especially if Bitcoin corrects big. They like to come all the way down. So personally, I wouldn't be holding that sucker. If I got in, I'd be taking profit. That's the way I trade. So okay, let's look at front. Lacey, what do you want front on? A tether or something else? Or BNB? I mean, what do you want front to be charted against? I'm gonna go to the next one while I'm waiting for that answer. Chemo, what do I have left, man? I know I got DOT, XRP, and Doji. Okay. DOT. Okay, DOT, straight up on the 3-day chart. No divergence to speak of on the 3-day, but on the daily, 12-hour, Yeah, we don't have any divergence up here, so chances are DOT's just making a correction with Bitcoin. It might simply be a fourth wave. Let's watch this region right here. It's going to come back and retest this region, and maybe even this region. The greatest support we're going to find is right here, this region right there. From an Elliott standpoint, 1, 2, that could be 3, this could be 4 and 5. Yeah, we got divergence here on the 8-hour, finally. 6-hour, 4-hour. Yeah, it looks like it needs to come down. I'd like to see the RSI reset down here. So, but there's a lot of bullish divergence on this chart. I would watch this upper target first. Watch 31 cents or so. As an initial target, and then see where it goes from there. Okay, might get a pullback there and then a continuation, or makes a new high after that. It depends on what Bitcoin does. But we are getting a bit of a sell-off right now, so it's and I imagine it's going to get pretty volatile here shortly. So there's Dot. All right, what say you, Lacey? Yeah, I'm not taking any more requests, guys, for charts unless it's accompanied. Okay, Tether. Okay, unless it's accompanied with a super chat, guys. Okay, just because there's so many of you, I can't keep up with everything. Now, if you're in the Discord, just wait and ask me in the Discord, and I'll get you some charts. So if you're in the Discord, please don't super chat me. I will take care of you. You're in the Discord. I'll be glad to take care of you. Just wait until then. So let's look at front USDT. Yeah, I'm staying up for this. If we're gonna get a dump, I don't know how big it'll be. It might not be that huge. We'll see. It's playing around a trend line right now. Okay. Front. Okay, there's no price action to speak of, and so evidently this is a brand new coin or something, and it's the first pump. Lacey, eventually this thing is going to come down. I don't know how high it's going to pump. There's no price action to say, but we're on this chart. We're majorly overbought. There might be another hit to the high, but I can't guarantee that. A lot of times when these things pump straight up like this, they like to come straight back down, back to the top of this region, and then they'll work their way down for the sideways until they go up again. And that's just the way trash coins work. That is the pattern of trash coins, okay? And as far as I know, this is a new coin. So it pumps, it comes back down, goes sideways, it'll pump, come back down, sideways, pump, and they pump out of nowhere. You never know how to trade them and if you can trade them. So be very careful. I'd be skeptical on these new. These are very, very, what's the word? Very, very risky to be trading these. So you trade it at your own risk. But this looks like a flat right here. So 3, looks like we're going down. So I would wait to do anything with front. I'd be thinking about shorting it if Bitcoin and Ethereum are coming down. As long as they're coming down, then I would think about shorting this all the way down to this region. But I can't. That's the way I would be thinking about trading it with my risk management system, with my stop losses and the way I enter trades. I wouldn't just enter willy-nilly. I wouldn't just enter in the market right now short. I have a trading plan and a setup that I look for entries that keep me safe. I entered right up here. In the middle of this wave right here for my trade to the downside on Ethereum. So, it was a good risk, reward area for me to do it, and the setup was there. But so I'm not telling you to short this and just enter right now. You're gonna have to use your risk management system. Okay. All right. So that's front, and then you asked for Badger. What was the other one you asked for? Rune, R-U-N-E, Rune. Okay, let's check it out. We'll do it against Tether as well. Now there's a better chart. That's a chart that's got some wave action to it. I like charts like that. When they go straight up. Okay, this one is showing on the 3-day chart bearish divergence right here. That's telling me down we go. So watch out for that bearish divergence. Yeah, it's on the daily as well. Okay, so that's a powerful sign that down is the direction. Okay, everything's bearish, guys. Down is the direction, guys. Everything's bearish. Yeah, Rune's coming down. It's gonna probably, since this is a new coin, again, it's gonna probably come down and find its support back at this region right here. About $1.50 or something like that. In that ballpark. That's where it's going to find its first support. and it'll probably go sideways for a while before it pumps again. So it's a take profit zone where it is right now. Take profit. It could retest the top again before it comes down. It could go down because, in other words, when things come down, they go down in waves. So tonight might be the first wave. We get or yesterday was the first wave. Now we're getting another wave. We're gonna get a pullback and then another down. I can't say how it's gonna come down, and I can't promise you it won't go up a little bit more. But right now the chart is screaming down. Hope that helps you. All right, let's finish the last couple, guys. Then we're all done. I'm pretty tired. Time for me to call it a night. So let me finish up the last. I've got to do XRP and then Doji, and we're done, guys. I'm going to call it quits tonight. XRP, let's check it out. XRP. All right, a lot of red candles there, guys. Lots of red candles. 3-day chart. I don't know what to make of that chart. I'm sorry. This might be a 1-2 to the downside. Or an AB to the downside. So we're looking at A, B, C. Back down to 23 cents. Shoot, we could come all the way down to 12 cents down here. It could come lower. Plenty of room. Everything's pointing down here. Everything else is correcting to the downside right now as well. I would say I'd watch 23 cents and watch 12 cents for XRP. Okay. Thanks, Lacey. I appreciate that. Okay, and then Doji is the last one. Doji. Okay. I mean, there is hidden bullish divergence on this chart, but with everything kind of correcting right now and kind of coming down, and Bitcoin breaking its trend line, I gotta say Doji's got to be coming down too. Okay, it's probably going to come back down to the support region right here. Most likely, this is going to be some kind of an A, B, and a C wave flat or something like that before it finishes. Best I can tell. The other option is we do this like that, and this is 1, 2, and we go up. So we might just get a wave down to the downside there on Doji as well. But I would say if everything else, if Ethereum and Bitcoin are going down, I would watch these targets down here on Doji as well. 4 cents, 5 cents, between 5 and 4 cents, and shoot, it could come as low as 1 to 2 cents. So watch out on Doji as well. There's Sunday night charts, guys. Pretty tired, but thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you guys hung in there. 179 of you have made it to the end. Amazing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the love in the comments, and don't forget be a part of the Discord. Just become a Patreon supporter. That's all there is to it. We'll get you right in the Discord, and we'll get you learning how to trade and understanding Elliott Wave and do the best we can and trying to get you going and see if we can help you along the way. We have a great community of traders and great people as well. Lots of them. Myers in there who gave me, just so generous, and Kimos Abi to be my moderator, and Nick and Johnny and just all kinds of people in the group that just make it a great place. So thank you guys for making it a great place. If you're not a part of it, we invite you in. If you are, thank you guys for joining me tonight. It was fun to be with you. I will see you guys in the Discord. Until then, have a great night. Best person doing well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, Causality. Thanks a lot. I'm doing my best. I'm trying. I really am trying. So, all right. Let's see. Y'all have a good night. Digital Torch, thank you. I appreciate it. Johnny English, thank you. You are welcome. My pleasure. I just want to. Pumpalooskies. Pumpalooskies. All right. I just wanted to make sure I caught some zap. I should do a giveaway. Oh, maybe I will. What should I give away? I don't know. But thanks again. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Bye-bye.